All right. Oh my goodness. That's a good start. All right, we're back at it with puzzle. And I filmed a session the other day, and for some reason my mic didn't work, but I think I got it fixed. So hopefully it's working now. But we are working with puzzle on taking hay, and not only taking hay, but taking hay in a nice way. She is got some negative feelings about a lot of aversives. So I'm working on trying to get through that with her and create a more pleasant experience. So I'm going to start, if you watch the Epona video, I'm going to start by just throwing hay at her, obviously not at her, towards her. Every time she looks up with like quiet forward ears, I want to just start to train that clicker, get her thinking, get her brain working, and have her have some positive thoughts. She's got some pretty strong feelings about touch and people in general, and she's doing well. She just gets to a point where she just sort of gets overloaded, so we're going to work through that, trying to avoid that. It's like not quite threshold, it is, but it's something more. I think there's a deeper conversation to be had there. So I'm just going to keep working on reinforcing her for that draw. So anytime she sort of looks over at me, now I have put my hands on her a bit, so like she's further along than opponent is. But we got a lot to deep dive on. Still a lot to unpack here. She's still nervous and guarded. Makes sense. Definitely nothing wrong with being nervous and guarded, and it's not unexpected. But I am going to try to work on some more touch with her today, at least with the long whip. I'm just working on counter conditioning that negative feelings and making it more neutral. All right. I'm going to stay here for a second. She has taken hay from me. If you watch the opponent video, she was doing it through the fence. It's funny, she does better when taking hay if I'm between a fence, which is fine. Good. I just really want to encourage that sort of like those doe eyes, like soft, relaxed, not angry. She hasn't necessarily done anything to me, but she's put some ears back and it's gotten a little testy, so we're just backtracking a little bit. Just going to offer this to her because, again, she's a little bit further than Epona, so I can kind of approach this a little differently. Still avoidance posturing, looking away, glancing over at me like, are you still there? Yes, you are. Ugh, that's basically what she's feeling. Then get close to her. I mean, this makes sense. The alfalfa's over here because Epona's over here, so that's why she's over here, but I hate that they're over in this corner. Like, I cannot draw them out of this. Takes some time. And I might give her that time, actually. Oh, goodness. I'm just turning. Good. She's like, whoa, lady. My bad. Too quick. Again, I'm just like hanging out with her. Just want her to relax with me around her. That's all. We're not quite there yet. Hi, Epona. I just need to work through these big feelings that she's having. And I will, because she kind of pops in and out of them. So it's just interesting what's triggering, you know, the stress. Like she's going into fight instead of flight. That's really what's happening. So I'd like to get her back into flight. If given the opportunity. Obviously, I don't want her flighty. I should preface that. But I'd rather a horse feel the need to go into flight than fight, for obvious reasons. You don't want any of this, sweetheart? My other Palomino, Ollie, is like rolling out over there. Hopefully she's resting. Oh my god, hi. I'm too busy looking at that Palomino. I didn't even realize you were right there. Okay, she's up. Alright, back to you. I know I'm like distracted today, but Ollie has a history of colic and it's warm today. So I just want to make sure we're okay. That was a really nice draw. Wish she could walk with me. She probably won't. She's a really cool mare though. She's big. She's pretty. Got cool markings. She's gonna be really cool once we can just work through these emotions. She just doesn't have a good. Her emotional system is set for wildlife, and we're not in that anymore. So we gotta sort of rewire a lot of that, and it just takes time. 7 years versus 1 week. What do you think's gonna win? My vote's the 7 years in the wild. My mindset will win. What's up? I obviously wouldn't recommend like kneeling for a horse like this, but this is not kneeling. I can easily move. There we go. Okay. There we go. Get some drive here. There. Yeah. Good. I like to teach her to eat out of the bins. All right, while she's munching, I'm going to get some refill because I'm at a low stash. It's the good thing about this alfalfa like training is I can just take one flake and just work with that one flake. Hi, Ollie. Ollie's looking at me. Hi, beautiful. I'll go work with you tomorrow. She was like, I've been neglected. They have everything they need, just not my attention. That's what they really want. Hi, girl. You're a pretty girl. You're the best Palomino. Don't worry. No contest. No fence puzzle, but it's true. Ew. You find it? Yeah, you do. I think you do. I think you do. I think you do. No, I don't. Okay. That's fine. So what I can work on, it's hard with the flakes. I can work on touch with her, and I can do a touch treat. The avoidance posturing, we're like, no, I don't want to do that. Alrighty. She looks back, I'll toss a treat. You're okay, sweetheart. It's like, don't touch me with the stick. Good girl. Don't touch me with the stick. So I'm just gonna work on at least those sorts of ears, just clicking and treating with the stick. Yes, good. There's the avoidance. Even though it's towards me. Hi, Ollie. Ollie's so cute. Good, I'm gonna let her eat that because that's the reinforcement. Now I can do this. Just want her to learn that it's not that scary. I know it is to them. Again, I just want her to take a bite. Good. Because I can't quite feed her by hand yet. Consistently. Can't feed her by hand consistently yet. Yes. I'm going to give her a break for that. Leah, what are you doing? I'm going to bust out. Okay. And there's hay already down there, so I don't need to throw anymore. Oh my god, Roulette. You heard squealing, it's Roulette. She squeals. It's getting dark fast. I know, I'm getting it for you. And I know she's reacting a little bit, but she's doing pretty well. So if I feel like she's getting okay, if I feel she's getting on the defense, hi Ollie. Ollie's staring at me, making me feel really bad. Hi baby. Good girl puzzle. And back up so she can walk up to that. Leah. Come on, girl. Come on back to your station. So again, she's just eating. I really don't need to clock, but I am. We're doing this a little weird today. This isn't quite how I would want to do it, but like I said, not much can be done if she won't take hay from me directly. I'm moving it towards you. Don't worry. Like, that's terrifying. Okay, I know. That was scary. Very good. I know, that whip's moving. She's got big old eye whites. I'm gonna wait a minute. Good. I know I'm not in view, so I'll just dictate. Obviously, the whip's lifting. I'm gonna touch. Might even go back to some pressure and release here while she's sort of chillaxing eating. Like I said, she's further than opponent is, so I can touch her with the stick, and I have been able to touch her with my hands. But we're backtracking a little bit. Very nice. Like, that's such a better response than what I was getting before. Even though I'm taking a weird approach to this, but that's how it goes with them sometimes. Girl. Like, I'd love to be able to curry her. I just don't think I'll be able to do that. You want the big old stash of it? There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know. Oh, I just realized I gotta show you this. That's funny. I mean, I know where the name originates from, but this Prairie Comb says Epona on it. I've had like the brand Showman. I had a gelding named Showman, so it's always funny when like names pop up. And I know like that's why I named her Epona, but it's still quite funny. She's shedding. I would love to curry her a little bit. I bet you she would like that. Like I said, I have touched her before, but it's been a while. I see the ears. I'm going to back up a little bit, even though, I mean, I could have waited, but that really isn't the worst response in the world. So, clouds look so pretty right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a start and end signal. So when she's eating, I'm going to go ahead and brush. I know I'm not using the curry as it's intended. Yep, good. I like those ears. Yeah, that's puzzle for you. You're okay. You're okay. I'm gonna get you more hay. I am. I'm gonna get you more hay. I'm gonna keep you busy. I don't want to push it. You're fine, sweetheart. I just know she can. I've done a little bit of this before with her. Let her go back to her pile. She's just, her feet are a mess. I just really want to get her feet handled before something happens. So, trying to do this respecting, obviously respecting her. Trying to do this minimally invasive. Hi. You're fine. You're good. You're good. Very nice. Mm-hmm. I just don't like the posture that she has right now. You're okay. Just the brush. Just the brush. I'm just gonna wait. Good girl. Good girl. That was really nice. I know she's out of frame, but she looked at me, ears forward. I'm just gonna walk around her for a minute. Yeah. Good girl. And I have worked, oh my gosh, she's freaking fresh. I have worked back to front, and she's more confident with the hind end, which is why I'm going for the hind end. Otherwise, I wouldn't advise that. It's okay. Good girl. Let me fluff up your alfalfa. Come on. Just like tossing it around like it's the worst thing ever. There you go. You're fine. Good. Good. You're okay. And just go back to the stick for a minute. You're all right. Okay. You're all right. Really good. Really good. Very good. I should go back to detangling your tail. You seem to really enjoy that. Yeah. There you go. That was good. That was nice. That was like a whoa, but not a screw off, lady. Just progress for this one. But that's a please don't touch me. Okay. We're not ready yet. Okay. It's all good, puzzle. Oh. Okay. Let's just take this a little bit more methodically. Let's get her straight. Just gonna do a little bit. Touch, release. Touch, release. Okay. Take her breaks. Good girl. Touch, release. There you go. There you go. Touch, release. And as I touch, I'm going to get closer and closer. Maybe she won't notice. So a couple of things are being taught. The approach. That's snow off your back. There we go. Her stance is very funky. There's the stress. Okay. Now it could have been a couple of things. It could have been the speed. Could have been how close I am. I'm going to wait a minute until she returns to eating, if I'm lucky. I know, we're just frozen. All right, we went back to chewing at least, so we got out of freeze, so that was good. Yeah, fix those feetsies. You're angled silly. Like, I want to be ready in case I need to get you. Good girl. And release. Pressure and release, that's the game. And we're back to eating. I'm actually going to do a start signal and end signal again. So every time she's eating, I will go up and approach her. Every time she stops eating, I'll take that as my cue to not go any closer. So she's eating. Touch. Yeah, you're readjusting. Nice. You're looking for snacks. Very nice. And release. Good girl. And again, I've worked with the hind end more than the front end, so this is actually more comfortable for her than the front end. So, depends on the horse. All right, we're going to give this curry a try again. I'm going to wait till she like goes back to eating before I do it, though. She's just munching, which is, she's eating, but I like that she's kind of sifting through the hay as the start signal more than just the crunching. Because she can just pop her head up, which is fine if she does. I just want to get her at a point where she's like really relaxed. Right there. Good girl. I'm being hesitant about it. Yep. You're good. You're good. That was nice. And the leg lift is not so much kicking. I have to be cautious of that, but that's its own thing. That's better. Good girl. There I saw the whole body sort of twitch. I'm just going to wait a minute. See if she goes back down to eating. She may not, and that's okay. She may like be like, okay, why haven't you moved? I'm just going to do a quick one for release there. Really good. Good girl. So we sort of have an open bar style going on. It's not ideal, but again, we're working under limited conditions here. So you've got to do what you can. All right, the head lifted. So she'll go back to eating, and again, I'll just do a quick. Yeah. Good job, kid. Really good. And this side actually is the side we've worked on the least, so I'm happy. And we're off the rail. It has the ability to leave. Be nice to me. Yeah. Ears went back a little bit there, so I'm going to hold. I don't care if she leaves, but I didn't want to release for the ears back. I mean, obviously she's not thrilled. But progress. I'm going to back away so she can come back. Go ahead. Come on back. Back to your bowl. You're good. You're good. Okay. Hi. All right. Let me give her a minute. She looked at me. She's like, slow it down, lady. You're beautiful. You're a pretty, pretty girl. You hear those dogs? I hear them. I don't know what they're doing. Hi. You're beautiful. Positive affirmations. That always works with the girls. I'm just going to wait here for a minute. Again, this is like a new side that we're on here. Hi, baby girl. She has a more quiet, soft expression, which I always appreciate. But I see the whole body twitching. I'm going to reopen up so she can come back over here. Come on, Puzzle, baby girl. We're almost done because the sun is going down. We have the sun against us today. She is so pretty. Itchy face. She gets itchy ears. I'd love to itch her ears. That's the thing, though. Once we unlock that, she'll be like, oh my god, this is the best. But it takes a while. I don't want to do anything with her over there because I don't like that she is cornered. She gets defensive. Understandably so. You have an itchy ear. You want me to itch your ear with the stick? Let me try. I have been able to touch her face with a stick. But I gotta, this is like a tangled mess here. Want me to itch your ear with a stick? Want me to itch your ear with a stick? Yeah, good. You itch your ear? You itch your ear? Hang on, hang on. Hang on, Puzzle. Puzzle, wait. She's like, no, I don't. Puzzle, wait. I think you might. You want, oh my god. See, now I just did nothing for nothing. I scared her for nothing. That didn't work in my favor. Hi, sweetheart. And some groomings? Something you might like? Like, no, I'm gonna leave you. Not much I can do about that. Okay, well, I'm going to pause on the groomings. Obviously, I know she's not quite there yet. This isn't foreign. I know that. But the whole point of gentling is experimenting and working on seeing what they can handle and what they can't. She's not ready for that. But I would love to itch her ears with this. Hi. Maybe we'll just end with that. Do you have itchy ears? You have itchy ears? Huh? Yeah. You have itchy ears? You have itchy ears? Itchy ears. You're itching them with your feet. She's like, lady, please leave me alone. Oh, huh, Puzzle? This world. Wow. This domestic world is crazy. I love these whips. They're driving whips. They have a little bit at the end. I like to use them for like Liberty and stuff. But they're kind of annoying because I have to tie the stupid thing every time. Wow. All right, maybe I'll try currying the side. I'm surprised she's being so chill. We're getting to the point where this touch is getting more neutral, which I love it. Still not quite, but it's getting there, at least on this side, because we've done a lot of work on the side. Hi, I just don't like that we're in a corner, but you don't seem to mind it because you found alfalfa. Now you mind it. You didn't mind it a minute ago. Silly girl. Yeah, good. Good girl. Now you mind it? You didn't mind it 2 seconds ago. You're so silly. Want some curry rubs? Oh god, I'm falling over. Only if you want the curry rubs. Okay. Go forward. See, this is what are you doing? You can go that way. Yeah, we're gonna get out of the corner for that reason. No. You're not gonna push me around. Back it up, please. Thank you. Thank you. You're fine. You're silly. Can you back up, please? Back up, please. Just 2 steps. Good. Good. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna be cautious with that one, girl. Thank you. Good. So the good part about like getting them to move their feet, they get less reactive about this. And like all I'm asking her is for her to back up. You're fine. You know, so if I work on just backing her up a couple steps every day, you're getting bold. Like, which I don't mind, but like, whoa, puzzle. Simmer down a smidge. Yes. Like, I'd love to start to really draw her in, but she's not quite there mentally. She needs mental moments. Got like 80 things in my hand right now. Good. Yep. So I might do the same game I do with puzzle. I mean, puzzle. It's who I have in front of me. With Epona, where the face up is the pause. I'm going to just work on getting her to take hay from me right here, and we'll end it because it's getting dark. Yep, good girl. She's really doing well today with sort of the more sour attitude is gone. Like I've mentioned 80 times, they just do that because they're on the defense. Like, that's just what they know how to do. It's not necessarily an actual character trait. You're just looking straight. Yeah, buddy. But she's obviously much more relaxed than Epona. She's further along, I should say. Epona's definitely more still. Puzzle I've worked through a lot because I'm trying to get her feet trimmed. And I think she's just a little bit braver than Epona is, but, which is ironic because that's not what I imagined. You want some? There you go. Here. Puzzle's having a mental moment. She's just standing here. We're licking and chewing. We're going to eat some alfalfa. Really good, girl. I'm going to give her a break. Then I'll give her this last bit, and then we'll be done. I can drop those things. God, she is pretty, though. Like I said, this is my favorite color. I love the super gold palomino. And she's dappled out. I don't know if she'll have them in the summer. I've seen pictures of her in the wild, and she didn't have them, so I assume she won't have them in the summer, which is fine. She's like a gorgeous shade of gold. So you can't go wrong with that. But I am curious about the dapples. All right, and I need to fix that. Hook is facing upward. It's gonna get stuck on somebody's face. Yeah, right here. There you go. There you go. Okay. Very good. Very good progress. Making strides, Miss Ma'am. That's good. Happy with that. Very happy with that. So, all right, I'm going to put her away. So that's all for Miss Puzzle.